It is 12:10 p.m. We're going to see how long this podcast goes. School. What is school about? Right. School is about learning. And learning is, yes, I realize what the background is. I do. I don't actually, because I'm going to make it up as I go. So I have no idea what this is. It could change halfway through. It could change a quarter of the way through. It could stay the same the whole time. And I could breathe a little better. So I started this podcast at about 12:10 at 50 seconds. So it's been about 30 seconds right now. So what I'm going to say is, hello, my name is ZaCrazy. Welcome to the ZaCrazy podcast. The Roofies podcast is what got this whole podcast started. And I do have a little bit of a following here. Sorry if there's a little mic thing in the way. I have a little mic on top. I lost my shoe mount. And a shoe mount is the little square peg, like on a camera, that slides right into the shoe mount. Sniffles, just getting over the sickness. Basically, sorry if there's a little fuzz in the camera from my microphone. I do have my green screen back. I do have a little fish tank background noise. If you hear that, I'm sorry. Water. And I do have a little from the water being a little too low. I've already wasted a whole minute and a half of this podcast just rambling on. I do have a studio light there. I do have my curtains open. I do have the wall white. I do have the ceiling and a popcorn. I do have this pole right here. I do have a boardwalk sign. I do have a little bit of black fuzz on this green screen. So sorry for the green screen effect wonky messing up right now. But hey, I gotta clean my screens. My screens of green. They got trees of green. Red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I always, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. My arm is strong and Louie's over there. Okay. Anyways, school. Thank you. School is basically, you can choose to go to preschool. Well, you don't choose. Your parents choose. Unless you're a very sophisticated 3-year-old, however old you are when you go into preschool. Okay, I went to preschool. Peanut Butter Nursery Preschool. It was here in Solvay. I went there for, I don't know, I was 3. So I went there, okay? However long that program is, and then I went to kindergarten. I don't remember anything of preschool. I don't have a yearbook from there. Maybe I do. I don't know anything about it. What did I probably do? I probably did some puzzles. I knew I was a master at puzzles, I got told. Maybe that was kindergarten, first grade, something like that. Either way, a master of puzzles, correct. Sorry if I'm so loud. No, I'm not. I'm ZaCrazy. Ah! Basically, preschool, right. I don't remember preschool. Kindergarten, don't remember. I'm not going to remember anything up until, like, middle school days. So, basically, nothing to blow my nose. Well, I did leave last podcast, but I cut it out. I did do a little editing, I guess. I went, bop, bop, trim it. So I might get a blow my nose in right real quick. It's funny, I sat right down at 4:20 in the recording. I feel like the camera got closer to me for some reason, but maybe I'm just tripping. Ha! Over my feet. Good at transition, Zach. It seems like I didn't even go yet. I'm a little hyper this morning just because it's Wednesday. It's my day off. I am filming this 2 days before the release. And I'll let you know, last podcast, I didn't get the chance to upload it until 4 a.m. Friday. And it comes out at 1 p.m. Friday. I recorded it like Tuesday, I think it was. And I didn't put it out till Friday because I had storage issues. So my computer at home has 256 gigabytes. And then I have 2 terabyte hard drives. So basically you can't use the hard drives for this kind of storage and this kind of storage. So it's got a blah. And I got 13 videos that I got to upload. And that equates to 6 bazillion gigabytes, and I was over my limit, and then I had to delete this project, re-import the project, delete this, upload it. Took 2 hours to upload, it failed. Took another 2 hours, it failed. Why did it fail? Oh, not enough storage. Oh, I have 80 gigabytes available. This video is only 20 gigabytes, but if I put it to max quality definition, it's 100 gigabytes for some god darn reason. If I flip and upload it to, I'm trying to just upload it or download it, save it, whatever the flip the term is, to my computer, and then upload it from my computer to YouTube, because you can't go directly from iMovie to YouTube, which sucks. I wish you could. Like, what the flip, Richard? You can do it on the phone. There might be a way to do it on the computer. I'm just tripping. I'm using that a lot. I'm sorry. I thought I blew my nose. This is going to be a wild podcast, so I'm going to see how you guys react to it, how I react to it, how my parents, my dog, my aunt, my uncle, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, I don't have a boyfriend, the McDonald's employees, all of them. Okay. I sniffed a line before I started. That's why. Yeah, I can't be saying that. I get that. Sorry. I'm going to say it anyway. So, my hamster died. I don't have a hamster. School, right. That's the podcast title, and we've wasted successfully 7 minutes. Okay. Not yet. Six and a half. Okay. Besides the point. Besides the flipping point. School. What was I talking about beforehand? School. Right, the podcast. I just had trouble getting this one up, or the last one up, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's my life, not yours. You see the podcast Friday at 1 p.m. It was supposed to be Friday at noon, but every peanut butter. Every podcast from Fridays at 1 p.m. Check them out. So I'm talking to myself, basically. There's nobody here, nobody there. You are there watching this, and I'm talking to myself. Me. I'm looking at my watch, who decided to just speak for no reason, even though I wasn't doing anything. I think I raised my wrist and it starts talking. Hello, Siri, how are you today? I love you.
I'm not sure I understand.
You can't understand true emotions, so I wouldn't think you would. Next, school. I didn't understand preschool, but it was called Peanut Butter Nursery. It's about a mile from my house. Then I went to Solve Elementary School, and again, it's a mile from my house. So the Solve Elementary is grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. K through 3. Kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. 4 grades, all in one school. Perfect. Right? No. I don't think you should have kindergartners. Well, kindergartners with 3rd graders is okay. What the middle school was 4th through 8th. You should not have a 4th grader with an 8th grader on the same bus, and I'll tell you why. You did get bullied a little bit. So basically, preschool, I don't remember. Kindergarten, not much. I knew I liked puzzles. I knew I probably met some of my lifelong friends here. In there, I do have the Joe story. Or is it the Bob? What's it called? The Joe story. I believe it's the Joe story, 1 and 2. With 100 million staples in it, because we kept adding to it. That was just a book we created throughout elementary and middle school, I believe. No, I think it was just middle school. I think it said 09 or 07 or something. Whatever it was, I did post it on my YouTube channel. Sorry, my foot probably ruined the green screen. Actually, nah, who cares? Whatever. This is my podcast. I don't care what this looks like. It could be the Eiffel Tower for all I care. It could be a whale with his mouth open. It could be a football player ready to kiss me. I am here to entertain you and here to have you listen to me. This was supposed to be a short podcast, but again, I've already done it for 10 minutes. 9 minutes and 10 minutes now, okay? And I haven't even talked about school. Garbage truck just went by. Great, mother flipper. Okay. My car's going in the shop. Well, this isn't the podcast. I got a life podcast coming up. You know, I made this school topic. I didn't even make it. I asked people. I said, what should my topic be? First one, I created. I did. Second one, nah. Third one, no. I'm filming the third one right now. So what I should do, I should take a day off like this and film the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. Okay, you get the point. If I did that, I'd be up for 16 hours a day. And I'd run out of storage. The new iPhone 14 Pro Max comes out September 16th, I believe. Or the 14th, whatever it is. I think it's the 16th, sorry. And I'll be getting that with more storage, so I don't have to have this flippin' problem! Next year, I'm going to be getting a new computer and getting that extra storage along with the hard drives. So, my first computer had 1 terabyte, and that was even iffy then. So what made me think moving to 256 was okay? Well, because I had the 2 terabyte hard drives. Well, what the flip was I thinking? I hate it. And they have the new M1, by that time M2 processors in the Macs. My foot is over there. I call them my dogs. Okay. Besides the point, school, right. So we're moving on from preschool and elementary. So 1st through 3rd grade, I was good at puzzles. I liked to read, apparently. I was one of the top in my class. And I have yearbooks, which I can therefore go through at a later point. That could be a podcast, yearbooks. Because I have them, I believe, from elementary all the way up through high school. My first yearbook... Okay, that's another podcast. School! Has to do with school! My first yearbook was in black and white. I'm old. My birthday's actually in 6 days. So by the time you're seeing this, my birthday will be in 4 days. Hey! This is my last podcast as a 21-year-old. It's not that sad. 21 has been a great year. School. I'm talking about school! But! Okay. Basically, I think a podcast with video is better, right? Suck it, roofies. My voice got a little deeper. No, sorry. This is not my voice. This is not my voice. This is not my voice. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, basically school. Right. We are in 4th grade. I am in middle school. Solvay Middle School. And you know where Solvay Middle School is located? 5 miles away in Lakeland. Why is it called Solvay Middle School? What the flip? Okay. Yeah. So middle school, 4th through 8th grade, right? 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So 5 whole grades in one school. I'm learning that's weird now from other people who have talked to me about their schools. How many more podcasts do I have with this phone? September 16th. So I have Friday the 26th. Friday the... You know, I don't care! 5 grades in the middle school. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. 4th graders should not ride on the same bus with 8th graders. It just is not cool. You're about to be high schoolers, and you're riding on the bus with a 4th grader. If you're cool, you're cool. I stand by that. Doesn't matter. I don't know how old an 8th grader is. How old is the average 8th grader?
Here's what I found.
13 or 14. How old is the average fourth grader?
In North America,
9 or 10. So you have a 9 or 10-year-old on the bus with a 13 or 14-year-old. It's, I don't know. It's weird if they're getting harassed or bullied, right? But if they can vibe, they can vibe, whatever. I had friends that were 8th graders when I was 4th grade. Do I know them now? Probably not. Maybe I do. I have no idea. But then again, if you can vibe, you can vibe. But 4th grade, I don't quite remember. I think I grew out of my book phase in middle school. I hate books nowadays. Hate them. Reading, spit on it, rip it in half, and throw it in the fire. Reading sucks. For me, personally. Anyone who reads, feel free. 5th grade, probably much of the same. I'm not the underdog, underclassman anymore. I'm the big boy. You have your friends that you grew up with through schooling, people who have stayed, right? I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of friends. I did have a lot of friends, and I did have a lot of friends. Stop talking. Keep talking. Stop. Keep going, please. Now. Stop it. Go. 17 minutes. Okay. 5th grade was... I'm not even gonna lie. I don't remember flipping 5th grade. What was I, right? 10 or 11. I don't remember. I'm going to the fair today. Fair opens today, Wednesday the 24th. Okay. It'll probably make it in a randomness video. I'm trying to make less of those because it's like, I want more videos. But then the randomness videos are cool because it shows what I don't put out. I'm trying to talk fast, but it's not working. But if I try to talk fast, it does work. If I know what I'm talking about, it works. If I don't, then I don't. And it doesn't work. Like bunnies. Bunnies are cute, bunnies are fluffy, they're white, sometimes they're brown, they have a... See, stops. Leaves on trees, they look brown, they are flowing in the wind, and they could fall at any moment. I like to pick them off with rakes, hit them, and sweep them up in a pile, and jump in them. See, if I look at something, I know what I'm talking about. The studio light, it is blinding to look at, but then if it has a screen over it, it is not blinding. If you lift the screen up, it is very blinding. The light bulbs are this big, they're all flimsy, and they break very easily, and they cost $40. Okay, school. 5th grade, right. 6th, 7th, and 8th. Hey, I started my YouTube channel when I was 9, so I was just getting out of elementary school. Just getting out of elementary school in the middle? No way. That's awesome. Okay. So yeah. I had my YouTube channel throughout middle school. Me and Zach Masha would hang out, come home after school, and make some videos. Screaming or... Do 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 do. If you know, you know. Most of you. I'm gonna challenge you. Comment if you know what that is. What I just did, what I just did, you know what I just did. If I did that, what does that mean? You could probably find out based on what I said before. But if you know what that is, comment below and I'm really gonna give you a shout out. For real. For real. We are 20 minutes, 19 minutes and whatever, 20 seconds into the podcast. I will definitely shout you out in the video. A sole video for you. Because that just shows your dedication to sitting for 20 minutes in a podcast, first of all, and knowing what that is from that time period. So basically we would come home every day. Not every day. We would hang out. We were best friends. We're not best friends anymore, I'd say. We're friends, right. But we're not going to go out of each other's way to text. I haven't texted him in years. Basically, we would come here, we'd make dumb videos. That was my middle school, was practically just making videos, making memories. And I met my friend Boyo, Jordan. And our first video was Gorilla Madness, I believe it's called. I might have changed the title from now. But Gorilla Madness, it was, we were gorilla out in the front yard here at this house. I'm mixing, I think, me and Zach, or Jordan and Zach, the gorilla videos. Because we went upstairs, sat in the bathroom, and sat in the shower, screamed, "Ah!" with a gorilla suit on. And I think that might have been me and Zach. But me and Boyo, Jordan, I think it was there, and then I just crawled around in the backyard, and that was our first video. Still best friends to this day, make videos, not as often because he lives in Florida, but when he comes here or when I go there, we do make videos, and it's nice. So I met him there, and we're still friends ever since. Middle school, we fell off a little bit over the summer, but in high school, we really just clicked again, and had lunch together, made bottle flipping videos. We're still in middle school, though. So 8th grade, right? We're the upperclassmen now. Middle school, I think I liked the teachers. I never got in any trouble. If I did, it was for something stupid. I tried out for football. I got kicked off before the first game because, why did I get kicked off the team? I think it was for my lunch shenanigans, popping bags of chips on the table in the lunchroom. Something dumb, very dumb, and it was embarrassing because my parents came there to pick me up and I had to say I was off the team. So that was very embarrassing. I love football. It's watching the Steelers, but I don't know if I would have loved football. I would have loved to be able to play that season just to know. The workouts and the routines were very strenuous and difficult, running around that field 100 times. I'll have to take you there sometime. I'm really enjoying these podcasts for now and for the future of my kids watching and getting to know me when I'm gone and when I'm still here. Hopefully I will still be here. I know I'll still be here. What's going to be weird is that I think in the future, if there's a YouTube, I'm going to die, and there's still going to be a video uploaded after my death, which is funny. Posthumous, or posthumous, I don't know what it's called, posthumous, that's probably wrong, posthumous, English, post something, THUMOUS, whatever you want to call it. I think there will be a video scheduled to upload after I die, and there will still be footage on my phone and computer that needs to be uploaded. So you're probably going to get after death footage of me, and that's wild. I'll have had the channel. See, I don't think it's going to happen just because I'll have had this channel 60 years at that point. 60 years of content. And it's wild to think that. I mean, it's already wild that I've had the channel over 12 years. What the flippin' flip. Yeah, I don't swear. That's something about me. I've never swore in my life. Believe it or not, I've never swore. The smallest swear you can think of. Never done. Basically, if you knew me, you knew me. And you know me, you know me. I don't do that. I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna die. Well, I know I'm gonna die. But when I die, I'll have some videos scheduled. And there's gonna be an RIP ZaCrazy. And it's gonna be real. And that's gonna be sad. I would love to see my death tribute video. And go to my funeral. I think everybody's wish is to like be able to see their funeral. Oh, string coming out of my pants. Shorts, yellow shorts, striped shirt. Striped sweater is all the time. That was horrible. So I got this cut on my arm here, right on my face, and I don't know what it's from. Okay, stop it. Yeah, everybody's dream, I guess, is to go to their funeral and be able to see, not go to their funeral, just be able to see their funeral. Like, that's awesome. I think that's awesome, seeing everybody cry over you, who shows up to your funeral. Based on the funerals I've been to, it's cool. Seeing all these people show up, and recent funerals, I've seen videos played, so clearly my videos will be played if I have 60 years of content at that point. That's only 48 years away. No, I'll only be 60. Wait. 60 years on YouTube will not make me 60 years old. It'll make me 69. Oh, man, I cracked myself down. Gotcha. You thought I was going to say up. The crab is in. Sorry, it's a sign I just read. And they lived happily ever after, sands of time. My mother looks like a frog. That's a weird one because it's not there. She doesn't look like a frog. She looks like a beautiful man. Woman. 27 minutes already. Good. 26 is my favorite number. Okay. Basically, school. 4th through 8th, learning phase. You get to know more about yourself, more about your friends, and you make your lifelong friends pretty much through that time period. Sometimes in high school, which you'll see here. I met one of my best friends in high school. And just one, I think. Just one. So basically, I didn't play baseball. I didn't play any sports in middle school. The baseball, I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't. I was more focused on YouTube and coming home and making videos and so trying out for you guys. It wasn't you guys at this point. I was 9 or 10 in 4th, 11 or 12 in 5th. No. That's not right. Yeah, it's right. Okay. So I was right, 9 to 13 years old, making videos, and you guys, you didn't know me then. What did I have? 8 subscribers, 20 subscribers. Zach obviously knew me, subscribed to me with Mashaw Eats 10, Mashaw Runs 10. He had channels. My Toast is Good. There's another channel. And we made videos, and me and my cousin Jimmy, we made videos, and that was about it. Then I made videos by myself like this, and just talking to myself and doing strange things, and it was cool. It was cool. I was the YouTuber. Nobody else was a YouTuber. Nobody. So I really don't know how I got into it. I had an email. My email is zman with 2 N's, 2007 at AOL.com. Now I'm going to get 100 emails. Yeah, I created that email in 2007. So I don't know why I wouldn't have created a YouTube channel in 2007. I created it in 2010. Again, I was 7 years old in 2007, so I don't think I would have had the capability of creating a YouTube channel. My parents would have had to do it for me. I think I vividly remember creating my YouTube channel. I think I do. I think I do. It was right here. To my left, there was a dining room in there. There was a dining room table in there, some chairs. I think we got rid of them now, but I think I created it there in middle school. Or was it elementary? April 6th, 2010. What was I doing? It was in the middle of a school year, right on the cusp of an end. Whatever it was, I was sitting there, or standing with my mother, and there was a computer on the desk, and I made it. And my first video, Zach Dancing, for some reason, my channel says created April 7th, 2010. but the first video is April 6th, 2010, which I'm going to say it's April 6th, as I've always said, but it was Zach dancing, and that was in my old house, which you'll see more of now because I'm moving back into that old house. Me and my girlfriend are moving into there, and I might even recreate that first video on my channel ever. By myself, obviously. I wouldn't want I might use the original voices, but I don't know. I just think it'd be cool to see that 12 years later, 13 years later at that point, probably 13 years later. And I might upload it on April 6th, 2023, which will be 13 years later. Wow. Zach dancing recreation. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Look forward to that. Love Shack, baby, yeah. Love Shack, baby. Yeah, 4th through 8th, good times, good memories. There was a little pillar that walked across. You walk in the school. The hallways were made of concrete, kind of rough feeling stuff. I made YouTube videos with Matt, Jaden, and Dylan, and school project videos that I put in a randomness video. It's in randomness whatever, and it starts off and says middle school days, and it's a bunch of footage that I found from middle school in my emails before I got out of high school. I saw them, and I made sure I took them, and I put them out, and that was really cool. So that's all there in a randomness video. School days and school stuff. Seeing me in middle school is cool. The full haircut and everything, and it was awesome. I had a lot of teachers that I liked, and my favorite teacher ever is coming in high school. But there were some good teachers in middle school. So we'll move on to high school. It's where I actually remember high school. Again, I don't remember much of middle school. A good memory is Jordan Boyo. I was walking through the halls. There were these, you walk doorways where it was like this, and then above it were glass windows and whatnot with the black stripes. Probably thick, wouldn't break. But as kids, you always run through and jump and slap the top of the doorways. Right, you know what I mean. And one of these days I was just walking underneath, and Jordan came from behind me, you call it dunking on somebody. He ran and jumped on me, and then bam, dunked on me, hit the thing, and I fell to the ground and was looking up at him, and everyone was like, "Oh!" He'll remember that. That was really cool and funny. Yeah, that was funny. That's a vivid memory. We always threw stuff because walking through the hallways, there were support beams, and obviously there was a top to them, and we would throw stuff on top so they'd sit there for years. And in the auditorium, we had a show, or not a talent show. You had your musicals, your talent shows, I think we only had one talent show. I didn't do anything. Basically, there was this magic act, and he had playing cards for whatever he was doing, and he whipped one, and it stuck to the ceiling, and it was there for years. Even when I left, it was still there. Didn't come down. It was funny. They redid the auditorium, so I'm sure it's down now. High school, we're back. We're not 5 miles away anymore. Probably the closest school to me, probably a mile away again, is Solvay High School. And it's a walk. I walked home when I didn't have a car. I got my car at 16, I did everything right when I could. 16, I got my permit, had my car. Actually, I think I got my car. Yeah, I got my car at 16, April of 2017. So I was 16, going on 17. And I had my permit, got my car, paid it all myself, $2,700. Volkswagen Jetta, the red one. It's on my channel. I say goodbye to it. Then I got a Fiesta, did that myself. That was $17,000. Then I have my black Kia Sportage. I got that myself. I've had all my cars myself. I'm gonna keep the Sportage a while. But basically, I had my permit, had my car. I would drive to school when I could, which would be junior year. I turned 16, I believe. Yeah, so I couldn't until junior year, so I had to walk or had my parents drive me. School was good. It was good. I'd play in middle school. Sorry, I would play around on the bus. I had obviously the newest iPhone every year, right on the dot, and everyone was amazed. And this kid Daniel, I don't know if he watches the channel, probably not. We haven't talked in forever and ever and ever since middle school. 7th grade we started talking, and we would always play Smash Hit. We would play, it was something with monsters where you'd keep them and caged and battle with them, fight each other. It was really cool. Balloons, we would play balloons, tower defense, and get the highest level we could. And I would just sit there and play, and they would watch. Again, had memories, a lot of memories in school. Friends, girlfriends, best friends, people I didn't know. And it was just really cool. And I would, I'll never forget it. But basically, 7th grade we played every day on the way home from school or the way to school. I think it was the way home from school. I remember the vivid bus smell, the bus seats. Always seat belts, but we never had to put them on. Bus driver John, he was always good. He screamed at us a couple times for something stupid. I did get in trouble on the bus once and had to sit directly behind the bus driver next to an assistant. And I don't remember what it was that I got in trouble for so bad, but it probably wasn't worth it. Yeah, no, middle school was good. 8th grade we did the same thing. So excited to play and watch, and they'd bring out Pokemon cards, and I'd be like, I have so many Pokemon cards. I still do. That could be a podcast. Just wild. We would have fun on the bus, and then last day of 8th grade, I vividly remember asking who failed, who's getting held behind, because you know, as a class, you're tight. You're tight with everybody. You know everybody. My graduating class, I don't remember. From middle school, it was 100, maybe 100. You knew everybody. You knew every face. And we drove away from the middle school that last time on the bus. And all the teachers were standing on the sidewalk giving waves, and it was sad. It was very sad. We all watched out the window, and I might have recorded it. I don't know if I was smart enough to record that. I had a YouTube channel. Maybe I did. Maybe I'll find that eventually. I want to look for that. It would be in a randomness video. It wouldn't be in a normal video. It would be randomness. So maybe not then. Because I started the randomness series. When did I start the randomness series? 2014? Which would be 8th grade, I think. Right around 8th grade. Or first year of high school. I don't know. I'm going to try to find that. But they were all on the sidewalk waving goodbye. We didn't know who had passed and who failed, and there's some kids I miss from middle and high school, but they were right. When you graduate high school, You don't talk to any of them anymore. None. You got your close friends, and that's it. Waving if you pass them by, or you see them on Snapchat now, since we're evolved in technology. I'm almost over the sickness, but moving on to high school. The kid Daniel and what's his name? It's with an A. I don't know. They were left in middle school while I moved. I was a couple grades ahead of them, so I moved on to high school while they were in middle school still, and then they fell off. I never talked to them again since that final day in middle school on the bus. And I probably never talked to a lot of people since that last day in middle school on the bus. I don't remember my last bus ride in high school. I don't. I don't think there even... No, there wasn't a bus. There was no bus to the high school from here, I don't think. Because it was so close. Yeah. If you're in elementary school and live right by the elementary school, there's still going to be a bus because you're a kid. But once you hit, I think, high school, there's no buses within a mile of the school. So we're closer than a mile, or maybe right at a mile, or whatever. High school. Right. A lot happened in high school. You're growing up. You're in that really growing up phase. I started the Boom Boom series. I started a lot of series, and freshman year, very vivid. You're there. You don't know where your classes are, and it's tough because you don't know where your classes are, and they give you that little leeway. There's a bell schedule with, you got 3 minutes, I think it was. School let out at 2:06 p.m. Started at 7:15, I think, and went till the class periods were 46 minutes, and went till, I would always be that one with the Apple, because I've had an Apple Watch since 2014 or 15, whatever it was, whenever the first Apple Watch came out. I've had one ever since. And I would always check the time. The bell's gonna ring in 3, 2, 1, ding, and everyone would be like, because I had the seconds mapped out. It would ring right between the 11 and 12 with the second hand. 46 minutes would pass by, and when the second hand got right between the 11 and 12, ding, and I would always be like, the bell's gonna ring. How do you know? 3, 2, 1, ding, and they'd be like, how did you know that? And I'm like, look at your next class period. It rings right between the 11 and the 12. And they're like, oh my God, the next day. Met a lot of friends, have a lot of pictures, lost a lot of friends. High school it's definitely, I miss it. I miss the flip out of it. I do. I wouldn't care to wake up that early anymore. I wouldn't. Gladly, maybe not gladly, but it's just, my best years were high school, and I miss them so much. I would go back in a second if I could. For real. On everything, I'd go back. Just simpler times. I worked. Granted, my last podcast, I've worked a long time. 10 years now, pretty much, I've worked. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, going on 10 years of work, and I'm only 22 in, how many days? 4 days from this podcast. Thank you for the birthday wishes. If you're this far in the podcast, comment Buffalo down below. People will be like, what? But if you're this far in the podcast also, maybe comment on a real old video of mine and say happy birthday, just to get it back up in the algorithm. Comment on the 30th of August and say happy birthday, Zach, or ZaCrazy, and on an old video, at least from 6 years ago, we'll say, halfway through the channel, and before. Um, high school, freshman year, right. It was crazy. Me and Matt, that's a memory I have. Me and Matt Burlingame, Matty Fire. Yeah, he's the kid I rolled down a trash can from the hill. Title, He Could Have Died, not clickbait. He was in the cream pie challenge, the little Debbie cake things on the reservoir. Besides the point, I just went to Ohio with him. That vlog will be up probably after this podcast comes out. I just have no time to edit. It's already 1 p.m. on my day off, and I'm filming this podcast. I gotta edit this podcast. I gotta put this green screen away. I gotta put the light away. I gotta put the mic away. I gotta put the tripod away. I gotta go clean out the house, the other house. I just got a lot. And you gotta relax too, right? Not just work. So recently, I've been working in the mornings on editing and finalizing videos for you. In the afternoons, I work 9 hours a day at Target. At home, at night, I come home and I finish the other house, cleaning out and cleaning up. It's just a cycle, and then I go to bed, wake up, do this, do that, and this. And it's just all week, and today's really my first kind of day off. And again, it's not a day off because I'm filming. I don't get a time to relax. And it's tough sometimes. We're going to the fair later at like 7:30, and we're gonna have fun there. And I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. This is my podcast. I do what I want. I got some hearty orange juice. I'll hold it. No, I won't. Again, sorry for the buzzing if it's buzzing. I don't remember what I was talking about. Like they say, when you walk through doorways, you forget what you're talking about. I don't know if anyone's ever heard that saying, or if I made that up. No, I definitely didn't make that up. You walk through a doorway and you forget what you were saying, or talking about, or thinking. I forgot where we were at. I totally forgot. Blanked. I know we were on freshman year, but I'll just keep going, I guess. Obviously, you have your state testing every year that everybody dreaded. You'd sit in the cafeteria, desks apart, at the end of the year, and test your knowledge in every class. Science, social studies, math, whatever. Never failed a Regents. I think I went to, actually, I failed a Regents. It was math, but the curve made me pass. I remember summer school for some reason, one time, but it wasn't summer school. It was one test in a room in the summer because of that Regents, the math Regents. So I don't think I went to summer school. My parents might remember a little better. But I remember in a room during the summer taking one test and then leaving. I sat in like the middle back at a different school that I've never been to. I don't know why. Either way, Matt, I think that's what we were talking about, Matt Burlingame. He'll be in the Ohio vlog coming out later. That's right, we were talking, no time to have relaxing time, going to the fair. Anywhere I go, I think that might be my problem, is I record something. I don't think there's been a day in the past 5 years, 6 years, as long as I can remember, that I haven't filmed something, whether it be a Snapchat quick, whoop, that I haven't recorded something. I've just always found something to record. And what that does is it fills my storage. And that's why I created the randomness series, because I don't dedicate me filming a man walking with a crippled back, which I did yesterday. This guy was walking hunched over, he had a bag. I said, "Look, the Grinch stole Christmas, ha!" That's gonna make it in a randomness video. Is it derogatory and rude? Yeah. But is it funny? Yeah, it's funny. Who cares? Make fun of people. Swallowed that wrong. People are too soft nowadays. Just stop. Who cares, right? Flippin' get over it. A man's walking with a hunched back and make fun of him a little bit. I'm not gonna make fun of him to his face and point and laugh. Ha ha, you look so stupid. Ha, you have a disability. Ha 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 ha. No. That's blatantly rude. You don't go to somebody and laugh at them. Do it behind their back. That's wrong, maybe? Sure, whatever. But have a good laugh as long as you're not physically just picking on someone to their face. He's never gonna hear me say that. And maybe that's completely wrong and you're all like, wow, that's a pretty flipped up thing to say. That's messed up, Zach. Sure. But I don't care. You only live once. You do what you gotta do. Have dark humor. You're your own person. If people like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. You live one life. There's 8 billion people in this world. You're one of them. Live your life how you want to. You have a family, right? There's 8 billion other people who have families as well. We all live different lives. You're not gonna meet 3/4 of the world in your entire life. So why worry about other people's opinions? Anyways, that probably didn't make sense. But Matt, one randomness video. That's how I created the randomness video, because I have tons of videos. Again, I don't go a day without recording something. At the fair, I'm going to record something here. I'm recording this. Hours and hours of footage. The new iPhone is supposed to be getting 8K video recording, which is wildly insane. I can't fathom that. It's not going to be needed because the phones can only view, I think, 1080p right now. Maybe in a future phone they can see 2K, maybe not even 4K. But anyways, besides the point, I got a lot of footage, I record a lot, and that's why I think the randomness series, it's the videos that I don't dedicate a specific video for, just compiled into one. So it's a bunch of randomness. One is in freshman year. Matt has a blue shirt on, and I tell him, smack this lunch table as hard as you can. That's when the iPhone 5S came out, and they introduced slow-mo video. And he took his whole arm and went BAM on the table, and you could see it jiggle, and he went afterwards. Just hilarious to me as a 14-year-old. Still would be funny to this day to me. Man. Wild. So basically, I did baseball all through high school. I didn't play much. Coaches didn't let me play much, and one time I missed the bus because I was doing something, and I drove all the way, like half an hour, to the game. I beat the bus to the game, and he still wouldn't let me play because I didn't ride with the team. There were just rules and dumb rules, and I was third baseman, first baseman, pitcher. Little League were my favorite days of baseball. I have game balls upstairs, and they were my favorite days, just because I got to play, and I played well, and my teammates, and it was really cool, and I enjoyed every bit of it. Working the concession stand, and oh man, really good times and good friends met and just a heck of a time. This is going to end up being the longest podcast, even though I was thinking it was going to be the shortest. That's funny. Sophomore year, I mean, we look up, right, the lunch line, you get your tray, freshman year, there was this kid. He walked around with a pizza backpack. We'd always call him Pizza Backpack. Ha 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 ha. Sophomore year, I believe. Yeah, sophomore year, Pizza Backpack was walking around. Freshman year was just me vibing with my classmates that made it out of middle school, and it was awesome. Completely awesome. So yeah, that Joe story that I read, I haven't read it in a while. I might revisit that Joe story. I know it had a year on it at the end, set to launch this date. And I wrote that back in 2007 or something. I'm wondering if it's 2023. I don't specifically know, but I definitely want to know. I'll rewatch that video and see when it was set to launch and at what time, and I'll do just that, to do it justice with everybody. John, Dylan, and he's the big one I remember from that book. Matt Burlingame was there too, with Bibby. Bibby. Ah, man. That's my most vivid memory from middle school was that book. Yeah. Then I think I made a second one, just for fun, here at the house, and it wasn't as good, but it was still good because I was still young. Sophomore year of high school, we're talking. Through high school, I got in trouble. I had to go to, it wasn't big trouble, just once in technology class. There was a phone left on the counter. I took it in my backpack and was bringing it to smash the phone because I was into smashing phones. And I ended up turning it in at the end of the day. I wanted to get turned in at the end of the day, and I got called down to the office before I could do it, and they said, "Do you have this phone?" They looked at the cameras, and I got in trouble. I got suspended, actually, from the school and sent to a different school for bad kids across the street. It's been in my videos, obviously. This whole town has been in my videos. Across the street for bad kids, and I sat in that class for a week, and Tyler was in there. Tyler Campbell. He was a friend, not friend. He was just a kid I knew. He was about the only one I knew in there. It was a school for bad kids, and even the teacher was like, "You don't belong here." I said, "No, I don't. It was a dumb reason, and I shouldn't be here." I was the best behaved in there. Everyone was throwing papers and screaming and swearing and "F you, teacher," blah, 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 blah. South Park. Nah, South Park. But just, I didn't belong there. But once I got out, people were like, oh my god, blah, 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 blah. Teachers were like, you didn't belong there. Another memory in 8th grade with an essay. Me and Boyo did an essay on grizzly bears together. I wish I could find these essays and projects. Maybe I can. I know the school emails are disabled. 18SUCHOZ. It would be your graduation year, which would be 18 for me, 2018. And then your last name, SUCHO. So your first 5 letters of your last name, and then the first letter of your first name at solvayschools.org. Same with college. It was ZaCrazy. .m Michael .s Suhomsky. So z.m.s at classnet.sunyosc.edu. So that was a huge email. So basically, sophomore year, pizza backpack walking around. We all laugh. That's cool. Is this little chicken hair, chicken boy thing. Hey, it's 111. I've been going for an hour and 1 minute. Wild, but it's going to be shorter because I have to chop a little bit when I left. Either way, this is going to be the longest podcast so far. Hopefully I can get it up Friday at 1 p.m. Junior year, I actually met Pizza Backpack, and he was Taylor. Taylor was Pizza Backpack, and ever since we've been friends. We fell off after high school, actually, for a good year. And then he swiped up on my story once. And that's when we revived the Boom Boom series. No, he's been great. He's been great. He's been in the most videos on my channel, by far. And that's just because of the Boom Boom series. But basically, junior year, it's very iffy to me. I think it was junior year, 2017, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, junior year I started the Boom Boom series, which I explained in my YouTube video. We would grab the cups and put them underneath the trays and under the milk, and we would go to the... I think of an idea. Me and Taylor had cooking class together, where one time... I have pictures upstairs on my computer. It was Miss Young's class. I know she watched a couple cooking videos in the kitchen of Boom Boom, like fried dough when we caught the thing on fire, and I said, "It's on fire!" I was like, "Oh!" I said, "Take it outside, go, go, go!" I was so scared. I remembered not to put it out with water. I think milk or something, or a fire extinguisher you're supposed to do. And then again, somebody said milk. I don't remember who that was. But Miss Young wrote on the board whatever she wrote, and I dared Taylor to eat a Clorox wipe. You know, it's a memory I'll always have. A Clorox wipe. You know what the flip a Clorox wipe is. And Miss Young found out somehow. And he got pulled aside. She's facing this way, the wall, and he's right here. And I'm right here behind her. And he's just looking at me with the grin on his face, smiling. And she's lecturing him why not to eat a Clorox wipe. The damage it would do. And oh my god, I'm just dying laughing behind all of us. So we sat at the far left table. It was me in the back right seat, Taylor right next to me, Tyler, what's his name? Not Campbell, the one from the bad school, but Tyler Wright. Not Tyler Wright. That's somebody else completely. Tyler not Shields. It might be Shields. We're gonna say it's Tyler Shields. Sitting here, I have pictures of him, and the fourth one, I don't remember who the fourth person was. It's not important. Josh! I think it was Josh. No, I don't think he was in the class. Josh Salvetti. Oh my god, we had good memories. Oh man. Was it him? I don't remember, but oh my god. We had a spaghetti dinner for whatever. And there's a video on my channel, Spaghetti Dinner, that's Josh. We were sign waving, I made a funny video. It was him, it had to have been him. It was the funniest class I've ever been in. We would just sit there and watch Super Size Me, that was a video we watched. Fat bottom girls, the rockin' world go round. We do some sheets, fill out some sheets, talk about food and nutrition. I had that class 2 years in a row. Different credits, it was nice. Oh, it was so good! Oh man, so many high school memories. I was in Yearbook Club. Um, I actually won the design for a yearbook. I'll show you what won in my yearbook podcast. I won the design for the yearbook. Oh, it was so good. I won. And we got to we created the yearbooks in Yearbook Club, and it was awesome. Awesome. The food and nutrition class, it was so funny. We made a Boom Boom pizza, and that's where we would pick the Boom Boom ideas originally behind the high school. Every day after school, we would go behind the school to the high school at the picnic tables, the early Boom Boom videos, and those are so good. We'd sit there, I'd record, I'd laugh, wouldn't be able to hold it. We'd go to Wegmans, me and Taylor, or I'd go to Wegmans the day before and get stuff and come back behind the school, and everyone would be there hanging out after school, and me and Taylor were just filming, eating, and then people joined in and wanted to eat it, and Boom Boom Banana, I remember this other kid did it, and Boom Boom Ramen Noodles, and bird food, and oh my god, sardines when he plowed through them on the table. Oh my god, if we didn't want to be bothered, we would go up the hill to that pavilion there. Oh man, so school let out at 2:06, and I think the after school bus was 2:46, but Taylor wouldn't take it unless I had to work. He would take it home, but if I didn't work, we would hang out here. I only had like 20 hours at Wegmans at that time because I was a minor. I was 16, 17. I started Wegmans at 15. So whatever age I wasn't able to work that many hours. So we would come here and make videos, Dunkin' drink, secret menu, Dunkin's secret menu, where he came in, cut the donut in half, and had my face, and slammed the straw through the cup, and it went, are you stupid? Oh my god. The pizza backpack was Taylor, and I found that out junior year. We sat together at lunch, bottle flipping montage. He flipped the 4 milks, and that was our lunch table. That wasn't my favorite lunch period, though. It was close. They were close. 2 years in a row were awesome lunch. Every year was an awesome lunch period. You can see how excited I am. Freshman year, we sat at the very back of the cafeteria at this long table. I have videos from it. I have videos from everything. I want to go back and just reminisce. And I miss high school. My favorite years ever. Fly. Freshman year, we sat against there. Sophomore year, me, James, Ivy, Chelsea. Who else? That was so good. There's a video called 679 Fetty Wap with an orange or something. What's her name? What's her name? I don't remember her name, but she was there. That's the girl in the video, dancing with it, blonde. I don't talk to any of these people anymore, obviously, besides my cousin James. He hangs out with Chelsea still sometimes. Ivy, no. Talk to them once in a while, but Flip, that was good. We all sang happy birthday to you, la la. That's in a YouTube randomness video. The randomness early videos are from school and whatnot, so you can see those. It's so good. So sophomore year was James, Ivy, Chelsea, me. Starts with an A, her name, blonde. Don't remember. And we would just be loud and laugh. And oh man, junior year lunch was incredible. It was the bottle flipping year. Every day at lunch we'd bottle flip contest. Me, Shane, Josh, Boyo, Jordan. I'm just gonna call him Boyo. That's what I call him. That's what you know him as. 5 years ago yesterday, when I'm recording this. So 5 years ago is Tuesday the 23rd. So the 23rd of August, 2017. August 23rd, 2017, Boyo was created. We were watching Palm Tree. something, and it was a SpongeBob channel. Freaky, creepy. Look up campfire episode SpongeBob. The channel starts with a P. Panny, whatever it was. Oh my God, it was so good, so good. Boyo, and he would always, because Mr. Krabs calls SpongeBob Boyo. SpongeBob me Boyo. And we were watching that creepy because it was just getting popular. And it was creepy, and it would go, I don't remember. He called him Boyo in just a creepy voice all the time, and I started going, Boyo, and started calling Jordan Boyo. So 5 years ago, yesterday, so by the time you're watching this, 3 days ago, 5 years ago. 5 years and 3 days ago by the time you're watching this, okay? For me, it's yesterday, 5 years ago. But Boyo's been Boyo for over 5 years now, and that's wild. Palm tree. I think it was Pam tree. Pamtri. Pam tree. Whatever it is. Look it up. Wow. It's just insane. So bottle flipping. We would always have bottle flipping contests. Justin was there too. Me, Shane, Justin, Boyo, Josh. We would always have bottle flipping contests. That was when it was popular. 2016, 2017, junior year. And we'd flip them and have contests. I'd write it in my notes. Who won? Josh, me. Boyo couldn't flip for his life. Shane was okay. Justin was okay. It was me and Josh that were really... And in my bottle flipping montage too, that was the table. That was us doing it. And the highlighter, the yellow highlighter in the mini water bottle, we just kept flipping. That. The beginning of bottle flip montage 2, that was junior year at the lunch table, flipping that highlighter, and that was my real raw reaction the first time landing it. And Shane was like, Boyo was like, and I was like, a mix-up between junior year and senior year were my favorite lunch periods. But all years were good. Senior year was me, Taylor, John, and it was just... Oh, junior year! Junior year might be my favorite lunch period. It was also the Boom Boom year. Both years were Boom Boom years, junior and senior. But how did Boom Boom come about? That's going to be a podcast, probably. But basically, it was a sauce that you'd get with lunch with like chicken patty or chicken nuggets, shrimp poppers. I'm allergic to shrimp poppers. In school, my girlfriend actually kissed me after having shrimp popper, and I had an allergic reaction and broke out and had to go home. She felt horrible, but that was 2016, 17, sophomore year, junior year, whatever it was. I don't know. But basically, you'd get this sauce, and we'd try it, and it was okay. It was good. It was good on chicken, and like, wow. I wonder what else this would be good on. And we like ate it with like the styrofoam tray. And we're like, ew, and we're like, that could be a YouTube series or something. I have pictures. I think this was before the Boom Boom series. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on it. But I'd always bring Frank's Red Hot, a bottle of Frank's Red Hot in my backpack to put on every lunch. And I just poured it on. But I have a Snapchat tic-tac-toe lunch where it was a turkey wrap with Doritos crushed up and Twizzlers that formed a tic-tac-toe board, and I poured hot sauce on it. And I would just put everything together and just eat it with hot sauce. And then everybody at lunch wanted it next to me. He wanted it, he wanted it, he wanted it, and it was like, and it's gone by the end of the day. It's like, what? Oh my God. And then I did a video, it's the 100th Boom Boom episode. Boom Boom, what's the hot sauce? The Bomb hot sauce. I did an unboxing in 2017 here, junior year. I unboxed it, tried it with my green or gray Hollister shirt, I think. I brought that to school. It got confiscated. The principal of the school tried the sauce, and I gave it back. He said, just don't bring it again, because everybody was trying it, and it was like super hot. They were, and word got around, and I got in trouble. They took the sauce, brought me into the office. Everyone was like, ooh, and oh my God, it was funny. We're an hour and almost 20 minutes in. Stop looking at time. If you're here, you care about me and my story. Mailman's here. Oh, it looks like a woman. He's got a ponytail. Yikes. Listen. You heard the mailbox. Probably not. If you can't hear this, you can't hear the mailbox. But yeah, I got in trouble for that hostage. This is all junior year. We're bottle flipping every day. The lunch attendant comes over. You gotta stop bottle flipping. Keep doing it anyway. We finally got him to just stop because we just keep bottle flipping. He kept taking the bottles. I had more bottles. I brought like 10 bottles with me every day. Every time you throw one away, I take it out. He'd be like, how many bottles you got? And I went, and he's like, really? And I said, I'm going to bring them every day. And he said, oh, whatever. So I just kept bottle flipping. Tables behind us never really cared. But that was our lunch period, just flipping bottles and trying to cap them. And oh, it was so good. That's what started the bottle flipping montages. First one is just a compilation of them all. Second one, they're all compilations, but it was so good. Junior year, the hot sauce fiasco and the bottle flipping, and oh my God, I missed it when we went. But senior year was also a good one. Was really, really hyped up boom boom year where we had to just grab a ton. I had everybody grab them under the tray, on the tray. Apparently they did away with boom boom sauce. Now I heard on my Ohio trip they said, yeah, they don't even serve it at the school anymore. And I was like, what? So I'll take credit for that. It was awesome. Senior year was again just good vibes, doing live streams, friends coming over. We basically table bounced and walked around during the period and just had a blast. And one of my favorite classes ever. Again, high school was so good for me. Man, in math class, a thing with the answer, how do you solve this? And I'll say, just look at it. It's me and Shahab. I saw him at Target the other day. Saw him at OCC. It's years between when I see him. I saw him at OCC, and then 2 years later the other day. I saw him like last week. It's been like 2 years since I seen him. And before college, it's been 2 years before I seen him at high school. So I've seen him like 3 times in the past 4 years. I graduated high school over 4 years ago. Jeez. So it's almost September of 2022. Wow. Where would I be right now? I'd be in my I'd be in my 4th year of college, or 5th. I don't know. So I started, whatever. We're still in high school, man. In study hall, we had yearbooks. We got our yearbooks, and Miss Justin and Miss something. Let me see. I got a message of some sort. Okay. We got yearbooks, or whatever book it was. I would sit, and they'd be watching, and I'd say, I think it was Josh, or whoever it was. I said, you want to hear how quiet I can close this book? This is one of my funniest memories. You want to hear how quiet I can close this book? They're like, yeah. And I went, BOW! And the entire study hall looked. Entire room. Teachers, every student looked at me, who slammed his yearbook shut as loud as he could, and I got called to the front and said, I don't remember exactly, but I got yelled at. I mean, why did you do that? or something funny. Want to hear how quiet I can close this? Bam! So that was a joke between me and I don't even remember who it was. That's how long ago it was. Wow. That was a hilarious memory. I got the whole baseball team in trouble for filming in the locker room, and not naked men. I was filming in the locker room, I was screwing around, slamming the lockers, chasing people with hats and bats, and throwing gloves, and taking showers, and just screwing around with the showers, not taking showers with naked men. And the coach got in trouble, and not the coach didn't get in trouble, and I got told to take this stuff down. There's a couple videos that I've had to take down and delete, and oh man, it was so good. In high school baseball, I got in trouble for showing the name Salve. That's why in the baseball videos, I tape up the name and the hat, and oh my god, it was petty. It was so good though. I got in trouble for filming and doing this and screwing around. It's baseball, blah blah blah. I was called No Chom and Zoom Tan, and I miss it. I do the thank you videos. High school will forever be the best time of my life. I think so. Kids, my kids, your kids, everybody's kids. High school, cherish those memories. Wow. Even if you hate school, cherish it, man. It's the best. Junior year lunch, man. Bottle flipping. I think junior year was the better lunch, but wow, all my years of lunch were great. We played Clash of Clans, and freshman year lunch, I remember me, Suhail, John, we created this clan called Living Room. I forgot. It's still probably a clan. And I named myself Table. And John was Lamp, and someone was Couch, and someone was Desk, and someone was Rug, and we just named living room items Wall, and oh my god, I was Table for the longest time. I shouldn't have changed it. And then I changed it to ZaCrazy YouTube. I might change it back to Table, but man, my name was Table for years and years. Oh my god. And we were in this clan called Living Room. And then, obviously, I'm still the only one who plays it now. Nobody of those group plays it. It was awesome, and then we left the clan and created a new clan with my mother and brother. I'm almost a max level player in Clash of Clans. I know the last video was a couple years ago. Town Hall 14 is the max. I have 18 wall pieces left. Everything else in the game is max. Troops, heroes, defenses, buildings, everything is max besides 18 wall pieces. I'm so proud. Almost there. I think the new Town Hall comes out in December. So I'm really planning it up to be finally finished for the new Town Hall. And BAM! Gonna punch that out. I'm so excited. I'll be able to call myself a max level player. We'd always do fun run as well with the animals and race, and it felt so good to win. Man, but lunch period was so good. Baseball, get in trouble. We got pulled aside and yelled at, for real yelled at, that they'd kick us all off the team when I have a baseball program because of me. Wow. That was JV, and then varsity came along, and I was no chom, licking tires, licking dirty tires, and oh man, let's see how long I could balance a bat on my finger in the backyard. I think that was a video. It got nighttime, so I stopped. It's after a game. I always make thank you videos here. Thank you, Watershed Microlum. I remember that. That's the name of the wood at the school in the baseball field. Oh my god, we wake up early, have bagels. Where do you want your bagels from? Oh my god, it was just so good. Yearbook Club, I did that for 2 or 3 years. Had people in there I knew. Study hall. Want to hear how quiet this is? BAM! Oh man, just look at it. High school chemistry though with Mr. Owens. Best class of my life. He was so juvenile and bubbly and fun, and he'd teach chemistry. I aced it, and he just taught it in such a good way to where it was so easy to ace that class. He would always have candy in his drawer, and randomly during class he would just open his drawer, just do something, have a straight face, and then candy would just come flying out. Wow! Everybody was like, woo! He'd give us money. He'd ask a question, something stupid. Something about SpongeBob, and someone would yell an answer. Here's $1. Electrons jumping from blah, 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 blah. Colors. He would jump off a table and go red and blue and green and just stand on the counters. And I made memes of him drawing the table. He'd pull up SpongeBob memes. He'd go and like make random noises all the time. And if someone falls asleep, he'd go, wake up! Or something. Oh man. He was just so fun. He'd run around the room and and chemistry. Who the flip doesn't like chemistry? It's fun mixing things and doing projects and blowing things up. Ooh, he'd wear the goggles. He'd be the mad scientist with his hair, and he's the crazy teacher that everybody loves. And man, it was a good, easy class, and I loved going to it. Gym class, my favorite again. Obviously not a class, but chemistry with him was my favorite class. Gym class was obviously awesome. Ultimate Frisbee was my favorite. I always run and intercept it from everybody, and they'd always be so mad. I'd be over here, looking like I'm looking that way, and then they'd throw it this way. And jump and take it, and they'd be like, Zach! And I'd be like, it's just who I am, you know? Oh man, it was so good. I'd always try hard in every gym class. Kickball, bam! Kick the ball. No, yeah, you throw the ball, Zach, and kickball. No, I don't think I ever hit a home run. I blasted it one time, but man, high school was so good. I met Taylor. I really met Boyo. Got in trouble. Got sent to that school for a week. All the lunch periods were awesome. Study hall, A and B days. We had A and B days. So A days, I didn't have gym. B days, I did have gym. In gym class, all 4 years, I wore the exact same shirt. Exact same shirt. Every gym class. And it was my camouflage, black and gray camo Solvay shirt. Baseball shirt. It was so... I think I wore that in my first podcast, actually. Now that I think of it, I think I did. Or second, or whatever. It was my black and gray camo Solvay shirt. My baseball shirt. I wore that every gym class. Every single one. And... oh, man. We just hit the hour-and-a-half mark. What the flip is that? What is that? Oh, it's a squirrel. Sorry. Oh, man. It was so good. It was so good. Oh, another vivid memory. Elementary school. I peed my pants in gym class. I said, I have to go to the bathroom. Can you wait? Yeah. Peed myself. I don't think anybody remembers or knew. Maybe they did, but I'm sure they don't remember it now. But wow, high school was just favorite years. Behind the school, making those videos after, blah, blah, blah. Me and Taylor fell off because you graduated, and then you didn't have that connection in school anymore because he was a couple years behind me. So I moved on to college, and we didn't talk. And then we talked, and then bam, the Boom Boom series started back up. College, I went to college for film, OCC, which is about a 15-minute drive from here. So it wasn't called Salve anymore. I commuted, obviously, which means I went there myself, drove there every day. First year I had my birthday in school. I was 17 and in college, because college started in August. I had my birthday at school, and can't believe it's almost my birthday again. 6 more days. 4, sorry. The 30th. So, I had public speaking. Wow, was I terrified. I posted a speech in my randomness video, I believe. If I'm talking about something that's not a specific video, it's in a randomness video. Yeah, Over the Rainbow, I remember that speech. I did a Wegmans speech. I did a lot of speeches and very vividly remember being terrified. James, my cousin, was in that public speaking class with me at the start. He did the rabbit in the hair, his speech, and then he didn't do another speech after. He didn't like the class, so he left it. But I pushed through and had one high school friend in there with me in that class, and her name was Marina, and you needed a textbook for that class, and I got through without a textbook. Guess how many textbooks I bought throughout my entire college career? 0. I didn't use a single textbook for even required textbook classes and got through. So that shows you don't need textbooks. Again, I mooched off of a friend for some things. But public or history, what is it? Politics. That was my worst class in college. Worst class. I failed miserably. I just couldn't grasp the concepts of politics. And I failed it. So I ended up passing it with my mother's help, which is, I guess, cheating. But all the tests and quizzes bombed. But the homeworks, all hundreds. So somehow I passed, but I bombed every test and quiz. I went for film, so I had film classes, right, where you film. I have videos on my channel of EMC, Electronic Media Communications. That's what the class, or the graduating, that's what the major was, EMC, majored in EMC, Electronic Media Communications. It's now changed to Broadcast Media Communications, but it was Electronic Media Communications when I went. There's some funny videos and good videos, and I met people there. I didn't keep any of those friends. It's just, I was just going there to get out. I didn't want to go to college. It's not the same. You drive, you come home for a break, go back, and it didn't feel as good as high school. It was fine and good, and I did what I had to do, and COVID hit in March of 2020, and everything got pushed online. We graduated in May, so we didn't do much of anything from March to May because they were figuring things out. And I remember vividly we were talking about COVID, this new pandemic, and wondering if it was going to close the school for a week or something, and that it ended up closing indefinitely for the rest of the year. We finished in May, or early May. We didn't have to do our final anymore because that was in person. So my major was pretty much hands-on in school stuff. So you couldn't do that online. So they just had little dumb worksheets for us to fill out for at least my major, and then other classes you just did some stuff online and took quizzes. You could cheat on them, so I cheated on all my quizzes. Whatever. They were things not relating to my major. I don't care. I guess it's probably fraudulent, and maybe I could go to jail. But who's going to watch this podcast, and who's going to find the proof, and who's going to... It's not worth it. I cheated. Kidding. Fingers crossed. I'm not admitting to anything. I did not cheat, and nor would I condone cheating. But basically, yeah. If you know, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. And I graduated high school. It was a drive-through graduation. They wouldn't let us actually graduate. My diploma's right in the corner of this green screen behind on the wall. I sat in the back of my mother's car and had my feet dangling, and they gave us a megaphone thing and a sign, and I graduated and did a drive-through graduation months later. We finished early May and didn't graduate till, I don't even remember, late August, early September? No, I think August, early August. Before my birthday, we graduated, so I was 19. Wow. Wow. And what I've done with my degree? Nothing. I could have graduated with a bachelor's degree by now. Right? Because I went for 2 years. I went from 2018. I did 2018, 2019, 2020, which would be my 2-year degree. 2021, 2022 would be my 4-year. I would have had my bachelor's degree already. Yeah, I would have just got my bachelor's degree. Oh well, I didn't want to go for more than 2 years, and who cares, right? I got my associate's degree. A lot of people can't even say that. I learned things, and I knew things. All the other classes were BS garbage. My major, it did teach me some things. Got me out in the field and got some good connections and had some fun doing it. But is it better than high school? No. Because I didn't have my friends, my high school friends, and we split off. For good. And I got fired from Wegmans, and I worked, collected unemployment, hung out with Taylor for the summer, then started at Target, and I'm still at Target. So I don't know. I want to do some voice work, voiceovers, whatever. But right now, I'm at Target, and I don't like it. Just want to move on and do something different with my life. But hey, high school was the best year. My years of high school were the best of my life. Hands down. Met some good friends, had some good memories for life, and I'll be going to my 10-year reunion in 2028. Wow. Not that we're close to that at all. You know, I guess we're almost halfway there. 5 years, 6 years. 6 years, and I'll be there, which will fly by. I won't be at Target anymore, I know that. But this has been a really good podcast. It's the longest one. It's been an hour and 39 minutes so far. Probably 37 with the cuts. But I've enjoyed it. And I don't know if I'm going to have time to edit this thing, because I want to film something else today, too. It's so much that I can't do. I don't know. Either way, it's been a good podcast. School for me has been awesome. It has its ups and downs, but high school will always have some of the best memories for me. With the Boom Boom Sauce, with Yearbook Club, with lunch periods, with study halls. A and B day, I would always switch off. I had some really good friends in there. We'd see how many Jolly Ranchers we could fit in our mouths. Um, we I bought this health class. I had Mr. Machiavelli. Wow. My brother even had him, and I think he's retired now. We did this project. Oh my God, it hysterical. You get in front of the class and you have to read it or read a slideshow, project, and it was about some disease. I don't remember. I don't remember. We did ours on cancer, though. Cancer was our topic, and he was just, oh my God! If you know Mr. Mack, you know Mr. Mack, and wow, he was a war veteran, old man, telling stories all the time, and oh my. Talking about health, call us his kids. I mean, this kid Jake, who still owes me like $200 from Clash Royale. I lent him $200 over the course of a week for God knows what reason for Clash Royale, and he never paid it back. Wow. Cancer was our project. It was a slideshow, and it had this stupid kid. If you look up cancer on Google Images, there's an image of a kid's drawing of a red guy, red shirt, blue shorts, I believe, and his neck is like bulged out this far. It's a stupid drawing, meant to just poke fun or look stupid and funny. And that was our cover. And then, first slide I think was Fortnite. Fortnite is cancer. We completely just made a stupid project. We didn't care if we failed or it was no good. Just to see everybody's reactions, I couldn't compose myself. I couldn't. I was sitting there laughing, turned this way, just like this kind of a laugh, crying, tears down my face, literally crying, laughing in front of the class of 15 kids sitting there, and Mr. Mack sitting there like this, looking at the slideshow. Fortnite was there, and it was a slideshow about cancer. Fortnite was the background, and it said and it showed real statistics about cancer. Cancer is this. Cancer can cause this, and I couldn't read it. And they were just dumb pictures of, like, oh my God. It was to poke fun. It was very dumb, very hilarious. You had to be there. You wouldn't be able to stop laughing. It's so funny in that setting, and everyone clapped after, and he said, so, I don't remember. I'm not even going to try to remember. But hysterical. I couldn't read it. He had to read it. I couldn't. I was crying, laughing. And I think he said, son, what's so funny? Or something like that. I don't remember. Dying laughing. That's a vivid memory I couldn't stop laughing at. God, I wish someone was recording it. I should have been more wary about that. Recording memories like that. Either way, hilarious memory. And again, in study hall, we had an A study hall. My friend Caitlin would be there. My girlfriend Jordan at the time. And Jake would be there. And we would just have a blast. From the vending machine one time, I took all of the apple juice. That burping, that was a staple of the study hall, was getting all the orange juices and apple juices from the vending machine for some reason. Just once, we only did it once. And we just laughed the whole time because quiet study hall. You just off the vending machine, and Mr. Justin was like, "How many are you gonna get?" I said, "All of them." And everyone laughs. You want to hear how quiet this is? No. We made memes of her with a Shrek on an island and Made an Instagram account during lunch. Sharquisha White with a black chick. Carl Smith 2 backpack. That was Jake Wilkins. He had 2 backpacks on the front. One on the front, one on the back. In his orange or red hoodie. I have a video of him here in the front before our finals. Throwing soda. I hit the curb of Taco Bell with my red car before it. Man. But right. I'd get the things and we just talk, and that was a good study hall. Caitlin would have it A or B days. One of the two. She wouldn't be there both days. It'd be better if she was there. But it was still fun, and we'd have just laughs and memes and jokes, and it was a good study hall. In the library, you could go to the library every day if you wanted, which you'd play games in the computer lab or screw around in the library. Nobody read books there, come on. Another memory in the library. I pulled out the chair from underneath someone and they sat. I took their shoe and put it on a shelf up high. I climbed the shelf and it broke. And the librarian came over. Oh man. Just good times. Very good times. Photography was also a really, really good class. Mr. Devendorf. Not Devendorf, Devendorf. So I took black and white photography. And then the next year I was going to take digital photography. And they switched the credits that year. So the black and white photography credit was now the digital photography credit. And the digital photography credit was now the black and white photography credit. So I took black and white. And then the next year they switched it. So if I were to take digital, it would be a null class and I'd get the same credit. So I had to take black and white twice. Which was good. I really enjoyed it. So I have upstairs all the black and white pictures from school. Middle school, me and Jaden in art class after school. It was an after school thing for a high school credit or something. There was this bottle of Japanese soda with the blue tops that you had to put the marble in. There was a marble in the neck of it and you had to push it in and it fizzed. Right. We, in middle school, granted, I still have it. We would push crayons in there and pencils and just push things into there in this bottle. And I kept it for how many years? 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th? Like 8 years now. And I still have it in my room. Besides the point, it was awesome. Completely awesome. And photography, yeah. Me and my dad, we went to this horse farm, took pictures of horses. And we went just here and there and here. One of my exes, we took pictures together. Not of each other, but of things. We'd walk around and I just do photography. It was cool. We had the little black and white cameras where you had to wind it with the film and develop our own film in the dark room. And I have a picture of me. I had someone take a picture of me. I thought ahead, senior year, of me like this with my camo black and gray Salve shirt that I always loved, still love, but the letters are fading. That's why I don't wear it much anymore. I gotta get those redone. That was my favorite shirt ever. And yeah. We that was a good class. You learn how to do the film. You go in the dark room and we learned how to take the cap off the film and put it in, and it was awesome. It was an awesome class. I'm sitting there like this in the picture. It's on my computer somewhere. Obviously 2018, right? Senior year. graduated, and I'm walking across the stage. I live streamed my high school graduation. I haven't watched it since that day. It wasn't that great of a stream, I think, because of the service in the auditorium. But basically, you see me walk across the stage, and Zachary Suhumsky, and people are like, "Whoa, ZaCrazy, yeah!" And I take my diploma, and the picture's there. I wish I could show you, but and I'm just like, or something, and oh, it was good. It was good. It was a very good graduation. Much better than the college graduation. College graduation was more fun because I sat in the back of my car and drove through as people, and then I took my thing with a stupid mask on, an OCC mask, which, whatever. COVID's over by now, but it was really cool. Really, really cool. Photography definitely was one of my favorites. We all took pictures. Many, many friends in high school, and many, many lost because of the Wegmans incident. Not super close friends, but friends I would hang out with on occasion. Just differences in opinion, and I'd never talk to them again. Hey, it is what it is, and you lose who you lose over your lifetime, but you make many friends, and you have who you have. But school definitely has been awesome for me, and really, really a good experience. And definitely the worst experience was math class. I just miss Bradley Schrock was also a guy, and I had in geometry class, and another. We'd always cheat in math class, use photo math, or cheat off someone's paper. And math class is ridiculous, and you don't need it past adding, subtracting, multiplication, and division. You don't. You just don't. If you want to get into whatever needs that math, then you do that in high school. Maybe you could differ and do different classes in high school. But you don't need it. And it was just so difficult with proofs and just theories, Pythagorean theorem. I think that's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. But we'd always make fun of the teacher. I'm not going to say the teacher. Oh, she knows who she is. The name, and we go, blah, blah, blah. Freshman year science class with Mr. whatever his name was. We'd take pictures, blah, blah, blah. He played Clash of Clans as well. I wonder if he still does it. Mr. Orecki, that was his name. Wonder if he still plays Clash of Clans. Gosh, it was good. Good times, and it was so fun. Just learning, not learning, but it was more about the friends and getting to know those friends and learning and relationships, and it just, there were bad times, right? We all have bad times, but it was full of so many good times. Mr. Barnello's English class, that was definitely my favorite English class. Miss Schwab, I remember. I don't know if she was middle school or high school. Miss Russell, I don't remember. Miss Hastings, I remember. I think that was an elementary school teacher. I don't remember her class at all, but man, it was just so good. It got better and better. It's, what, we got 2:05 now. It's almost been 2 hours that I've sat here and just talked. 2:10 will be the 2-hour mark of the podcast, until I obviously trim 30 seconds here and 30 seconds there. So it's going to be right at the cusp of a 2-hour podcast. And I appreciate you if you've stayed here this whole time and listened to me. Oh my God, it's school was definitely a big one for me, and I enjoyed it. High school was just the peak. I did try basketball in middle school too, and I got cut not because I did anything wrong, just because I wasn't good enough, they said. And they didn't say that, but there's your reason. And again, I'm trying to remember some more high school memories. There's plenty that I'm going to forget. But penguin sliding, that was something we did in high school, because the floors were that slick material. And we just run through the halls and penguin slide on the ground and do a spin. And the walls, when you walk down a certain hallway, were this close, probably generally this close. And no, okay, they're close enough to where you can have your feet on one wall and bounce and do the turn and bounce and boo, boo, boo. Oh. But study hall and lunch and gym class, I try hard in every single gym class thing I could. And school definitely was the best time of my life, and that was that. Next podcast, obviously next Friday, I'll be 22 by that time. Feeling 22. That's the first song I gotta play. T Swift, 22. My cousin Jimmy, he did play that on this 22nd. How old is he now? He's 23 now, May, right. We were a year and 3 months apart, that's right. But basically, I got a lot of work to do, a lot of editing to do. I'm a month behind on videos. I have so many videos ready. And a little announcement, if you've made it this far, we're bringing the Boom Boom series back. The 1 year anniversary, September 23rd, 2022, will be Boom Boom Hello. And we're bringing it back, baby. Bringing it back. So thank you all for watching, and I appreciate all of you from the bottom of my heart, which is, I don't know if my heart's the right or left. I don't care. I'm just excited. I was so just off topic in the beginning of this podcast, and now I'm off topic again. But it's my podcast. I can say what the flip I want, and half the reason to get up was to make sure that it was still recording, not because I needed to blow my nose or get a drink. They were just excuses. So, thank you. I'll see you in the next podcast. Mwah!